have the immense privilege to co-lead over 500 commercial and business advisors for the province. And a seat at the executive table allows me to advocate for other female leaders and to be able to create a path to their own rightful seat in the future. My journey to executive emerged from navigating roles in different business lines, working with diverse professionals, and investing in myself through professional designations and through formal education. And I use the word navigated, as I knew very early in my career that path to executive was not going to be a straight line, not only because I was a woman, but also because I was South Asian, and I did, at that time, look different than a lot of the executives. My journey and my advice to people would be more purposeful, be more intentional. And when your career doesn't go according to plan, as mine did many times over my career, in lieu of course correcting and moving on, embrace that alternative path or detour. I will say, if it isn't that right role in your career, then make sure that you advocate for yourself or have others and sponsors advocate for you. But if it is a great role and it takes you a little or a lot off track, reflect upon how wonderful it might be to experience from that role, learn from that role, harness personal and professional growth. Many of my most powerful roles, my life and business experiences have come from these detours in my career. I would also say be open and present and don't look too far ahead, or you'll miss that golden opportunity in the moment. For when you're not in the moment, you don't learn, you're not fearless, you do not execute, and you do not celebrate successes or milestones, and so you miss the opportunity. I was asked today, obviously, to speak on how I conquered the ladder, that corporate ladder, and it really leads me to another part of my journey. That's an important one. As I said, it's often difficult for me to differentiate between banker, mother, daughter, sister, wife, but my work and family is very important. And so conquering the corporate ladder also made me understand that big work-life question. And I'm working hard to show my daughters that it is all possible. I can't step away from being a mother, and I want a career. I make choices. There is no balance. At times, career and work take the lead, such as when I came back from my first parental leave, and I came back early. Other times, family or other priorities take precedence. As when I had 2 daughters at home, I made a decision that it was okay to tell the regional vice president at the time that if they just waited an extra 2 months, guess what? I would give them, I think I said 210%. And it is not a balance. So it is a choice, and I enjoy and love both. By the way, I did get that role after 2 months. So no true balance, and I work hard to make it work. I would also say that that hard work ethic is what's brought me to the table today. And that came from my parents, who saved every penny as immigrants and yet made sure that there was time for us. They made sure that even in all the things that they had to do, which included holding down 2 jobs to make it happen, they made time for us. And my dad inspired me to believe everything was possible when you're confident in your abilities and have a committed work ethic. Work hard and you'll be noticed, but be humble and be honest and you will have success. If I could go back in time and take all my lived experiences with me, the career advice I would give my younger self is foster that confidence more boldly, put myself in those rooms and those tables to have conversations and highlight successes earlier as a South Asian woman. Self-promotion and self-assertiveness is often difficult for all women. It's exceptionally difficult for South Asian women. Just last week, I heard sentiment from very successful entrepreneurial women who were nominated for a coveted award. And the first thing that they said, it was difficult for them to be in the room to acknowledge how great they are. So for this, I encourage women to develop a strong personal brand, be visible in the community, and through professional and social media, make sure that your accomplishments are known. Be the person that people want to work with. Be prepared and ask Be prepared to ask for feedback, and always bring your true self to work. Finally, I wish I had spent more time to find a mentor, formal or informal. And there's such inspirational women in the room today, men and women, and I would say that that's the time and the opportunity to find a mentor who's navigated an executive career path or through business and has emerged resilient and fulfilled. Reach out, never be afraid to ask for just a few minutes of time. You'd be amazed at how many people are willing to give you that time. Finally, always pay it forward as a woman. At any time in their career, women have achieved more personally and professionally and achieved so much. So take the time to mentor, uplift others, paving the way for the next generation of women leaders. Thank you.